Now, in the last few videos, we talked about the importance of establishing trust with our parents and why we should be communicating with them. And now we'll spend some time talking about ideas and strategies that you can do in your classroom to help that communication go through in a way that works for you. Because that's one reality to communicating with parents, is that it does take time and energy. So I would always encourage that teachers think about what are some of their own strengths and how can they use those strengths as a communication tool, or to build a way that they can communicate that's sustainable and manageable. Because this is something that you want to maintain over the course of the year and not just be one and done. So we've created a downloadable for you to help you identify your strengths with some ideas about how to communicate home through those. For example, is graphic design your forte? Then consider a traditional newsletter and publishing it out quarterly, talking about what projects the students are working on, what supplies they might need in the upcoming months or weeks, maybe soliciting donations through that, and include any important dates. Think about if you're short on time. Can you rely on some students for some PR? Can you build a communications team where they're developing information and pushing it out? Social media is playing such a big role now. Can some students manage an Instagram account that communicates images about student work and art shows? Think about what's best for you, but also what's best for your audience. What are they going to receive and listen to more? Social media might be appropriate for them and it might not. That's up to the community that you're in. Think about if you're most effective in person. Creating a series of small opportunities to talk to people on the phone or in face. Maybe it's before an art show, you have an open house with yourself, a studio open, where people can come and meet the art teacher again. Or think about technology, and if that's a strength of yours. Think about how you can leverage tools like email and blogs and or videos, and how you can use those to communicate what's happening in the classroom. Overall, we're all different art teachers, and we have different skills. But if you can leverage one of your strengths with these, it's going to help make a communication process more manageable and more sustainable. You're going to have an easier time and a better time kind of putting this together when it's not having this additional learning curve on yourself. So for example, some quick and easy ideas. Whenever you're having an art show, think about how you could just send home with students a quick invitation. Quick quarter-page invites to students whose work is being shown can be a quick and easy way to tell students that their artwork is on display and parents can come home and take it. The other thought is to think about what resources does your school provide? Can they do any mailers or mailing labels that would help make this process more efficient? Many districts have those resources, and you just have to ask on how you can communicate better with parents. When you're doing this type of work, you also want to think about any language barriers that might exist in your community. How can you leverage resources within your district to have any documents properly translated to all the different languages that are supported in your district? Taking those extra steps are going to really help establish and maintain the trust with our parents and create that warm and welcoming invitation that you ultimately want. So hopefully some of these ideas, these very practical ideas, helped you in the classroom and can help you better understand what you can do in a way that's most authentic to the type of art teacher that you are. Now, if none of these work for you, our next video is going to go into some creative ideas, some unique ways that art teachers can stand out and establish that rapport with parents.